Hello, this is Uncle Ted, your ice cream alchemist, here with ice cream every day, and this is lemon curd and wild raspberry ice cream. It's a wonderful springtime flavor, and let's just get started. So we're going to use our usual base. That's 2 cups of heavy whipping cream. Then we're going to use 1 cup of whole milk, plus we're going to have half a cup of our powdered non-fat dairy, as well as 3/4 of a cup of sugar. Now for eggs, we're going to use 4 eggs. 2 whole eggs, 2 egg yolks, and then we're going to use half a cup of our lemon curd, as well as 1/4 of a cup of our raspberry puree, and we've made those for previous recipes. For stabilizers, we're going to use our usual 1/4 of a teaspoon of xantham gum, as well as 1/8 of a teaspoon of our guar gum, and then towards the end, half a teaspoon of the vanilla extract. As usual, to get started, we're going to put our dairy in a cold pan and put that on low heat to slowly heat that up. Then we're going to start mixing our eggs. We're going to get those beaten, and then we're going to add our sugar. Remember, that is 3/4 of a cup of white sugar, and we're going to blend that until you get the eggs a pale yellow color. Alright, so once we've got the eggs a pale yellow color with the sugar, then we're going to go ahead and add our stabilizers. We're going to use 1/4 of a teaspoon of xanthan gum. We're going to add that in 3 stages so it doesn't clump up. And then we're going to do the same thing with our guar gum. We're going to add 1/8 of a teaspoon of guar gum, and we're going to add that lightly until it thoroughly gets incorporated. Be careful, like I said, because it does have a tendency to clump up very easily. Once I got the stabilizers in, I went ahead and added our powdered non-fat dairy to the warm milk and heavy cream. You gotta wait until it's good and warm to do that, because otherwise it's just gonna clump up and make a mess, and you don't want that. Now it's time to temper our eggs, and the purpose for tempering eggs is that you're able to heat the eggs without cooking them. We want to be able to cook out the cooties without making scrambled eggs, so we're going to heat those eggs up in 3 shots. Keep the eggs moving with your hand mixer, and just add about 1/3 of the pot into there, mix for 10 seconds, add another third, and by the time you're done, you've got heated eggs that are not scrambled. Once you have the eggs tempered, then we're going to put them back in our pot, and we're going to put that back on the stove. Keep stirring. Don't let this sit on the heat. Keep it stirring. And then we're going to want to get our candy thermometer out. We need to make sure that we bring this mixture up to at least 165 degrees and hold it there for 1 full minute so that we can cook out the cooties. We don't really have to. The eggs are pretty safe, but just to be safe and make sure that our friends and the people we care about don't get sick, we're going to go ahead and do it the right way. Once we've brought it to 165 degrees and held it for 1 minute, we're done cooking. So take it off the heat, keep mixing it a little bit because the bowl's going to be hot. Then we're going to strain it through our strainer just to get the bits of cooked egg and anything else that didn't quite incorporate properly out of the mixture. And we're going to go ahead and pour that into whatever bowl we're going to use in the refrigerator. Once we've got the strained base into our container, then we're going to go ahead and add our half a cup of the lemon curd, and then we're going to add 1/4 of a cup of our wild raspberry puree. Now this is the stuff that we cooked down with some sugar, and I strained out the seeds so that you can actually eat this without chipping a tooth. We're going to go ahead and mix that in real well into our base while it's still warm, but we're not going to heat it. We just need to incorporate it very well. And we're going to take this as an opportunity. Now we're going to add our vanilla. I don't like putting vanilla extract into items that are cooking because you end up just cooking off the flavor and it doesn't do you any good. So if you can get it to cool down a little bit, then add your vanilla extract, you'll get a much better vanilla flavor in your base, and it comes out much better in your ice cream. But go ahead and mix that up real well. Once you get it fully incorporated, just go ahead and cover it and put it in the refrigerator for 12 hours, and then after it's nice and cold, then you can bring it out and put it in your ice cream maker according to the manufacturer's instructions. And I have to say, this turned out amazing. It's a great spring flavor. The lemon curd has that nice tartness to it, but the raspberry takes the edge off, so you have lemon and raspberry together. It's a great balance, and really it's something I highly recommend. It's something that you can do. If I can do it, you can do it. And as I always say, if you're not eating ice cream for breakfast, what's the point of being an adult? Please subscribe to this video if you enjoyed it. Subscribe, and you know what, if you can share it with your friends, I would greatly appreciate it. But thank you for watching, and I hope you give this a try.